check. All right, bro. So you were saying, the question is efficiency or talent or God-given talent, and you was making the claim that efficiency is better than God-given talent.
I would say like efficiency is not God-given talent, and I would take. I ain't gonna say I take efficiency over God-given talent because, like you said, we're not gonna add them to it. But I would say efficiency is not God-given talent just because the example that I put. Somebody like Will, he'll shoot 15 floaters or 15 shots, hit 13 to 14 of those.
For sure.
That's not God-given talent right there. That's efficiency. It takes work ethic behind efficiency in order for it to be efficient.
Okay.
Compared to someone having a God-given a talent to jump out the gym, to be, naturally strong or, naturally quick or whatnot. That's God-given ability compared to efficiency.
I like it. I do want to hear Will's take, though. I do want to hear Will's take. Efficiency or God-given talent, is it the same thing? Is it different?
It's definitely different.
Okay.
Efficiency comes with work effort, bro. I have no work effort at first.
Okay.
Up until probably 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
No work effort. Everything I did, y'all see me do, whatever, it was God-given talent. Like, as far as my leaping ability, my speed, it was all God-given. I never trained in my life. I never had a personal trainer. Like I said, up until 2-3 years ago, I started training kids.
Okay.
And I love these little kids that got work effort over these kids that got God-given talent. But I was one of those kids who had God-given talent. If I had that work effort, I'd be league bound right now. Like, I have a jumper. I'd be in the league. That's really the only thing that's stopping me. So
for sure. And bro, and I can attest to that because I seen you not working out, bro. I seen that's why we was wondering why he was so good, because we seen bro like pull up to weight training and he might get like 2 sets in, but other than that, bro, chilling. And then we seen him eating damn Starburst and shit on the sidelines, bro. I'm like, bro, what is bro on? How is you eating candy and we getting cramps from drinking water? How you eating candy and ain't caught no cramps, bro? Bro getting
that's a fact, though.
Bro, sister bringing him a pack of Starburst. We see him pulling it out his pants, eat the Starburst, and then he run a punt back.
Yeah.
So, bro, but
it's different.
Yeah, that's and I will say, I feel like when people just watch when people watch efficiency, we think it's God-given talent. You think about Steph Curry. A lot of people say their shooting ability is a God-given talent. But what y'all letting us know is you don't get that efficient by just God-given talent.
Nope.
You get that efficient from the work ethic.
God-given talent comes for me, where it hit home is my speed and my leaping ability.
Okay.
My handles is just me getting out there and dribbling all day.
Okay.
My floater, I shoot a lot of floaters, bro. So that's over 1,500 to 1,000 on to get it to this level.
Okay, bro, but grab this mic real quick because I need you to tell me about this floater though. Because bro,
people better be tuned in on that.
Man,
that's like
listen,
one of the
bro.
biggest things in Statesville right now. A wheel floater,
bro. I've been
nigga stupid, bro.
Nah, bro, because I seen you go 6 for 6, bro, against Hezzy guy, bro. I seen that, and I was calling the game. Calling it like, Will, hey, if he shoot the floater, but then I'm gonna keep it a band. At some point, I was even like, and I know you, bro. I done grew up with you, but at some point, I'm like, why is this nigga keep making these, bro? He's shooting them from damn near the 3-point line.
He be deep.
And then like you ain't always square. Usually to do a good floater, you gotta have your shoulder square, bro. You be like leaning I'm like,
and I practice those though, bro. Like like. When these NBA players say they practice these weird shots, that shit a fact.
Okay.
I really practice crazy ass floater shots from one step in the 3-point line or off balance and all of that. I really put in the work behind my floater.
Okay.
I do it because it's quicker than a jump shot. You feel me? Your hand down, like it's just like it. Hand down, man down.
Yeah, for sure.
Your hand down. I know you ain't blocking that shit. You gotta respect my quick step. You gotta respect my hezzy.
Okay.
It's a lot more come behind that.
For sure.
Me,
so tell me this, bro. Was your floater something, was it premeditated in your development? Did you kind of already know I want to develop a cold floater because I got the handles and I can get to the rack? Or is it something that you just kind of adapted to from just analyzing your own skill set, saying, okay, well, where are my spots on the court? Because these are my spots on the court, it's best for me to develop a floater. What was your mindset?
Coming from most niggas that know me from all my life, I always had a layup package.
That's a fact.
Floater
That's
ain't
a
nothing
fact.
but a deep layup. If you really break it down, it's a deeper layup. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Okay.
So I had a layup package. I never worked on my game, so I never had a jump shot.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
expand this layup that I'm a fool with to a floater. And it took off from there.
And I will say, bro, what I've noticed about your floater, bro, you treat it almost like it even when your body is contoured in different ways, I can tell like your eyes are still in the back of the hoop.
For sure.
So it's like some of the certain mechanics that you gotta have towards being efficient on the court, even though it's this floater that's kind of unorthodox. What I've noticed is there's still some techniques that you apply to it, to where what I've watched is it's in rhythm. It's the release point is always the damn same. Are these things that you're thinking about when you're training? Are you thinking about making sure that the release point is the same, making sure that you in rhythm, or is this just something that I'm witnessing from the back that you don't really? It's just God given, I guess.
It must be God given, bro.
Okay,
I ain't
okay,
never really
okay.
paid attention to that,
Bro, because it's so efficient, bro, that I've been paying every GSM game I go to. I'm like, man, I gotta figure this shit out, because I grew up with bro, and I'm like, man, bro he a bang on you, and he had a mean layup package. He had some handles, but he was really known for how fast he could get to the rack, how scrappy he was, and that he would dunk on your ass. Like if he got to the paint, this was a small dude who would bang on you. But so when I'm watching you as an adult, and I will say, bro, I seen a stat line, bro, that made me say, man, who the fuck? Will still balling like that, bro. I see Will get a triple double, bro. I just seen the stat line, and I'm like,
40-point triple double.
yes, bro.
Hey, I seen that. I started down there in Texas when I had seen it. I started telling folk, well, I said, hey, my brother got there killing.
Cold blooded, bro.
Get some dogs too.
That's what I knew, bro, because I went and looked it up, bro. Because of course, a little bit of hater set in me. I'm gonna be honest. A little bit of hater set in me. I'm like, man, that had to be against some scrubs.
Me too.
It had to be a little pickup game at the Y, some shit. Ain't no way you dropping no 40 triple. And then I went and seen the league. I'm like, nah, Will, like, what the fuck? Like, why ain't I know Will was still competing this way, and he still treat niggas like they little boys. Like, he still dunking on niggas, getting triple doubles, bro. Like, that's what made me say, bro, whenever GSM come to town,
yeah,
I gotta see it. But I did hear that you, bro, that's very honorable. And we ain't said on camera, but I'll say this. The floater comes from repetition. This man just talked about having to go to the gym to get up another 1,000 shots. And I'm thinking, from the outside looking in, we think that that's God-given, bro, from the outside, especially people who know you. So my level of respect for you has risen just by knowing that bro is God-given, but he's also going to the gym. Like, the reason why that floater is so efficient, like you said, is because he's taking his God-given talent and put work ethic behind it. So yeah, shout out to that. But I want to talk about GSM, man. If y'all don't mind, just give me a couple minutes about GSM, because I've been impressed by GSM. Shout out GSM one time. Yeah. Shout out GSM one time.
Gotta show me.
Y'all make me proud, man. Y'all make me proud. Y'all community leaders. Y'all black men. Y'all are partnering. You're collaborating. You're doing things that are family friendly. You're doing things that are competitive. It's friendly competition. It's like I said off camera. I'm going to your events anticipating seeing somebody that I ain't seen in a long time. I might even see somebody I ain't seen before, and I didn't know that they had moved back to Statesville. So I just want to know a little bit about the inspiration, the motivation behind GSM, and why now and why here.
I say the inspiration all really just started off people on social media just talking about things that's just going on in the community, just talking about, what they would have did or what they still would do. And at that particular moment, I know when I called it, I was like, y'all doing all this talking, like let's make it
Facts.
happen.
Facts,
and,
facts.
and me, you know, speaking for myself, I was like, yeah, we about to make this happen. Matter of fact, we about to put this event together. You know, we about to do this or whatnot. And then, you know, like we've been saying, you can't do things like this without a Will Marion. But the fact that bro came in and you know, seeing that the ball got the rolling on it and was like, let's rock it out, bro.
For sure.
And then not only on that, we put a name to it. Like, hey, let's put a name behind this, looking like it's gonna be bigger than what it is. So that's when the GSM name came in, bro. It was Will's idea, and gotta show me it was perfect.
Okay. I also want y'all to talk about a little bit. Now I know this because I met with y'all and I know y'all, but I feel like a value that we would really have if we understood more about y'all's relationship. Like I know that you're strong in certain areas and Will is strong in certain areas. And I've heard Will express how he allows you to be strong in those areas and you allow him to be strong in his areas, and that strengthens the collaborative efforts, and that's why you got so much traction behind it, because they talk about horses and how one horse can pull like 40,000 tons or something by itself, but if it got a brother, it's not double, but it's like quadruple the amount of weight you can pull with your brother. And I also feel like it's when we have different strengths, oftentimes in business, we get intimidated by our business partner. Like when we realize, man, he can talk better than me. He really got the gift for gab. Sometimes we get intimidated, or we're like, man, dang, he'll go get it. He really talented at this. Sometimes we get intimidated. So I want game, and I know the community won't game on y'all's mindset towards business. What mindset do you bring towards business that's allowing you to just elevate in each other's strengths and highlight each other's strengths and not be beefing and stepping on each other's toes, man? I'd like to see it.
We two different people.
For sure.
It match, man. Bro, fool what he do. For real. He big on our promotion side. He big on our organization. Like, keeping things going. He'll go get her. Like, if he say we gonna do something, we gonna put that shit together. It's gonna happen. So can't do nothing but respect it, bro. I trust him 100,000%.
That's love.
We don't compete. That's the biggest thing. Like, we compete within each other, but like we competing to work together.
Come on, man. Friendly competition, man. We need that.
Yeah.
Friendly competition, especially in small towns, man. A lot of the most talented people are friends.
Yep.
Facts.
You know, they grew up together. You know, probably the best rapper grew up with the best basketball player. So if they're not collaborating, come on, man. What type of event? If the rapper want to do a dope event and event planner want to do a dope event, it just makes sense for them to collaborate and work together. But for you guys to not be brothers and to not be blood, like I work good with my brother, we blood. We come from the same covenant of beliefs. We come from that same brotherhood. And we can hold each other accountable in business because we come from the same brotherhood. But I watch y'all to watch the way y'all work and the way y'all support each other. And I admire it, bro. I admire the fact that y'all are two black men doing business and playing your roles, supporting each other. And because of that, I think that's part of the reason why we support it as a community the way we do. Because y'all some stand-up niggas and then y'all working together. And we don't see that a lot. I'm big on, man, let's show the community that black people can work together, and that we can collaborate and we can keep the shit sustaining. So what with that, what show are we on, or what event are we on coming this the 9th, right?
So, yeah, we got an event coming up March 9th this Saturday at Third Creek Middle School. It's going to be an alumni tournament.
Okay.
So basically we getting all these schools. We got Statesville, South, Mooresville, West, you know, all these schools that's around in Adair County. We even have a Rowan County team that's coming in to hop in. And so, yeah, we're going to do like a March Madness kind of tournament. And
that's dope. That's dope.
And for the prime time game, we got a clothing brand game. So we got some youngins. Shout out to Davin Clark. Shout out to Javion Lackey with Humble Hope Innovation. They putting their own teams together, and they going to ballot it out, you know, rep their brand and put it on for the city on the 9th.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. That's this 9th. Also, you always open for vendors as well, right? Right.
Sure.
So reach out to them, man. And one thing I can say, I've been to these events. Though I say, man, they packing these gyms out better than the schools are. They're using school gyms, but man, you walk in, you pulling up to these GSC events like anticipating getting good food because there's great vendors. You can buy you a hoodie and know you supporting the black-owned business because they just opened up the entire gym for people to vend. You got a DJ there, you got an MC there, you have cameras there, you got, bro. That it's become a movement and it's become a community type of thing, bro. It's become a community get together. I will ask y'all this: did y'all anticipate it being like this when you decided to do competitive basketball games?
After the first one or before?
Before.
Before it was just supposed to be one-on-one jump, and then we ended up
You expanded from there.
expanding it from there.
Okay.
We seen the traction we was getting on social media.
Yeah.
And we added in that All-Star joint.
The Or versus Nimbus.
Yeah, which is two
Got
local
that.
clubs.
Yeah.
And they really didn't like each other.
For sure. We could, we
They can't.
Together, bro.
People don't even know the backstory, and I don't want to speak for them men like that.
For
But
sure.
what the reason why I knew it was going to end up being bigger than what it was, or what we expected, at least prior to, like bro said, it started off as a 1v1 tournament. That was the only thing that was supposed to happen. The fact that we had two businessmen that was within the same kind of business in the same community, where a thought came to our head, like I don't think these people would do that, but that'd be dope. Matter of fact, let's ask them.
Just ask them.
Asked them, and they said, yeah. Both of them said, yes, let's do it. And we put it out there. At that point, right then and there, I said, okay, yeah, now we got something, bro. We got something right there. There's
something big, bro. And I'm going to be honest, because that happened so soon, it almost seemed like it was planned, bro. And that's like being a part of y'all identity. Because from that Nimbus Aura event, the competition in that event was so big, bro. We just grow to anticipate great competition now at a GS event because we didn't anticipate Aura versus Nimbus. You promote, and we really thinking this promoting clubs. It's gonna be some fun basketball. You're gonna have some fat niggas out there run up down court, ain't really competitive. It's just to raise some money type shit, bro. But when I was there, bro, this shit,
It was like that.
yeah, bro, it was competitive as hell. And I'm like, nah. And then y'all had some real ballers out there. Y'all had some real hoopers out there.
Oh yeah, shout out my nigga PJ Harris.
Yeah, man.
Tar
For sure.
Heels.
For sure.
Charlotte Hornets.
For sure. And I will also say this, man. It's good to know that it's more so serving a need that you guys had an idea, but once you seen what the community wanted and the community need, you're more so responding to the community need, and that just goes to show that we've been wanting this, and you guys are bringing us something that we've obviously been crying out for. I will ask you this, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all done gave me. I mean, we gonna keep going. Fuck it. 5-year plan, man. 5-year plan for GSM. I'm gonna ask you 10-year in a minute.
5 year. When we looking out in 5 year, we want to be in position to where we can expand. You know what I'm saying? We can show all these surrounding cities and states what Statesville is about. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like really, that's what we really trying to do is put Statesville on the map, bring attraction to Statesville. Right now, we bringing all the stuff here in the States, and we can continue to do that. But 5 years out,
that's love, man. Shout out to bringing the stuff to Statesville, man. Yeah, man. Bringing the stuff to Statesville, man. Come on, man.
We definitely want to 5 year be able to take this inner talent, take this stuff out and expand and go and show them what it's about. Like how they do it at the AAU tournaments.
Yeah,
you know, you got the states with AAU teams that go down there, but we want to put them all in position where they like, oh yes, states.
It's like a gotta show me a team that's traveling type.
Well, just all of the above. Even if it's a event, it don't even have to be basketball. It can be the football. It can be a prom or anything of that, or mentorship.
For sure.
Anything in that nature. So we definitely want to be able to expand to that route in 5 years for sure.
That's dope. And it started out as competitive basketball, but it has grown into so much more. So if you would, what else do y'all see yourselves diving into as far as events, man? The way that the community has gotten behind you guys, I honestly feel like it's something special about y'all. And I talked to Marlon Staten, man. Shout out to Poppy. Pop, we sat down one time and he was talking about just trying to do stuff in Statesville and how you can try really, really hard, and in Iredell County you can put all the things together, get your budget right, get your vendors together, get the dopest spot, do it at the right time. But if you ain't just got that thing, then you won't see what you're wanting to see as far as attendance and support for your event. But he told me, he was like, it's some niggas in the city who just got it. And it don't matter what they do, the city is going to support them and get behind them. He looked me in my eyes and said, bro, I believe you one of them niggas. And you going to find the other niggas in the city who just got it. And whatever they do, the city's going to get behind them. I feel like y'all also y'all got that, just that special thing to where, man, if y'all held a cipher, y'all get the hottest rappers under the post. If you posted a flyer that said, all right, man, we going to host a cipher, all the hottest rappers would be under the post, or people would be tagging all the hottest rappers under the post. If you made a post that said we're going to do a cook-off, all the chefs would be under the post, or people would be tagging chefs under the post just because it's y'all, bro. And I do think whatever y'all doing, man, it'll transcend beyond this competitive basketball. So my question is, do you got ideas for other events outside of competitive basketball?
So I know we got a bookload of different ideas for it now. Like we were actually looking into April time frame transitioning over to football. That's something that we really trying to, work out the details, and I ain't gonna get to speaking on it all right now.
I got you.
We're working with some heavy hitters, so when we drop with it, it's gonna drop.
Y'all,
hard.
yeah, man, cause y'all ain't bringing no scrubs in the gym, bro.
You gotta be willing to show me, man. You gotta show me, because you will get exposed. And all funds though, that's the fun part. And you don't who would have thought
we'll be catching bodies at these.
That was quick, bro. Different levels.
Well, you better get out the way, bro. Nah, that's love. That's love. 10-year plan, man. 10-year plan. Do you have ideas for any type of like infrastructure? And what I mean by infrastructure, like I see a gym. I see like you guys having your own gym or an academy, because I know you guys also started training kids as well. So what's that 10-year goal as far as building infrastructure and creating more sustainability for GSM?
We definitely gonna have a gym within 10 years for sure.
Word. Okay, that's what I see for y'all, for real. Especially the way y'all packing them gyms out.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
You're gonna have to have maybe 2 games going on at one time at some point. You're either gonna have to get a bigger gym or get your own gym, for sure. That's love. Jarod, bro, you got any goal for the year 10?
We say for the 10-year?
10-year plan.
Starting businesses, man, on the GSM.
Come on, bro.
Like actually really, kind of digging into that side of it and realizing that at the end of the day, none of this is going to happen if you ain't got something to make it happen, which may means money.
It always means money, for sure.
Knowledge.
You got to pay the cost of doing business,
it may
for
mean,
sure.
all of those things factor into it. So definitely 10-year, starting more businesses. Me and bro, we got so many business ideas, man. We are actually really entrepreneurs.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
That's something that we have on our resume. So in 10 years, starting some business and having some business in 10 years.
Okay.
Multiple.
Okay. That's love. Why or do you think, I guess, it is important for y'all to start your businesses here in Iredell County and Statesville? I know our Statesville supporters and partners that won't love this answer. Why here? Why Statesville? Because y'all have all, you've made a name in other cities. You made a name in other cities. You made a name in other states. You yourself as well. Me, myself as well. So, and I got my story as to why I'm doing this here. And I feel lucky that I feel like I'm doing it at the right time, because there's other great leaders that's doing it here right now as well. But I do want to know your why. Why here and why now?
I mean, for me, it makes sense all the way around. As far as I'm from here.
For sure, man.
I want to give back as much as possible to Statesville, for one. It's cheap rent. It's cheap. Like, why would you not? It's all the way around the book. It makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. And y'all serving the need. I will say that, bro. It's clearly like I was telling my daddy the other day, man, once you find your lane, you realize how wide open it is.
Yeah.
I feel like we looking for y'all to do these events now because we ain't even realized this was a lane that was wide open until we seen y'all driving down it. You're like, damn, that lane is wide open. Ain't nobody doing competitive basketball events where they partner with the local schools and they're bringing the kids from the local schools to come and compete against other kids from other cities, like, and you're promoting local. But it's like a no-brainer once you start talking about the shit. It's like, duh, why ain't y'all been doing this shit? But yeah, man, that's some pioneering shit, bro. So, Jarod, why here? And why now, bro? That's a great answer. Well, I appreciate that, bro. It do make sense.
States was dope, man. States was dope. Like the why, and just trying to simplify it. These other cities come to Statesville at these events and be like, "Yo, this is."
The
bro. Vibes is different here.
Say that, bro. Say that.
And the people in there don't even realize on how dope we are as a city. And you'll catch the people who be like, oh yeah, y'all don't like to support, each other and stuff like that. But when we give some evidence and some proof behind what Statesville brings, I just feel like the why is just why not? Man? Statesville is just it's dope.
And if you think about it, Statesville support Statesville.
Yeah. Like, that's a fact, bro.
No matter what it is. Like,
that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Statesville will support Statesville. And we got our hometown heroes, bro.
Facts.
We got our hometown heroes, and we've been waiting for the hometown heroes to collectively do something because we really do support our hometown heroes. And again, when I look at you two guys, I feel like you two guys are examples of hometown heroes that's done left and come back and are giving their skill sets, what they've learned, their experience back to the people, bro. And that makes the city more lively. And I will say, maybe y'all can attest to this. Let me know if y'all can. But one thing I've noticed is coming from Statesville, every other city that I went to, they fucked with me.
Yes.
And they wanted to know where I was from.
Yeah. I mean, we got that. I don't know. I don't know if it's the swag. I don't know if it's the, they'd be like, oh yeah, you sound country.
Right.
The walk or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't went across the globe to Hawaii and Korea or whatnot, and it's just like no matter. And I know y'all probably could say the same about yourselves. They just wonder, like,
it's something about you.
Something about
it's people on us, like, I've gone to cities or states and they've asked me if I was from like the Caribbean or Cali because they just didn't know what part of the United States to put me in. So they just like, well, he got dreads and tattoos, so maybe he's from Cali or maybe he's from the Caribbean. But I'm like, man, I'm from this small ass town called Statesville. I also think it has something to do with our love, bro. And one thing I noticed when I talk to my homies from Statesville, we got a lot of love to show each other. And when we talk to each other, we do a lot of smiling and laughing. And a lot of niggas ain't doing it amongst their homies, bro. Oh. A lot of men ain't sitting amongst their homies saying things, bigging each other up, giving each other that credit, showing that love. And I think that is what's become infectious in other cities as well, is the fact that when we even go to other cities, man, I know for me, I'm just a fun-loving guy. I feel like niggas come where they flock to the energy because it's an honest energy and an authentic energy. And I feel like Statesville definitely has that authentic energy for sure. And we got 2 more minutes, man. And I appreciate y'all. One more time for GSM. They gave me 30 minutes. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, they could have left. Bro got calls. He got to go pick up some merch. I'm going to buy a hoodie from him as soon as we get offline, just to show my appreciation for sure. But before we get off, man, y'all got any questions for the wizard, man? Ask me anything, man. I gotta be completely honest and tell you gotta tell you everything.
What's next for you?
Okay,
that's what I want to know.
Okay, what's next for me? I was really excited about this quarter because I do feel like I'm finding my my lane, and like I said, when you find your lane, it becomes wide open. So what we're doing now, we're currently working on college courses as well as virtual learning courses to market to the school district so that we can teach social emotional learning on different platforms. We can get into the school district because I'm understanding in this nonprofit space, diversification is the key to success. We've had great success in grant writing. Grant writing runs on quarterly basis, sometimes annual basis. We need another stream of income, some for-profit streams of income, some proposals or contracts that we can have with the school district. So most of our time is now spent on developing our hypnotics curriculum and then making it a virtual learning so that I ain't got to be at every school to teach it. I can just train a teacher and then they can teach it. And I got this rap course, man. It's called Rhetoric. It's rap, and rap stands for Rhetoric, Anthropology, and Philosophy. And I'm teaching it at Mitchell Community College. And basically what we're doing is we're just really diving into the African diaspora and African culture. And we're discussing how rappers and hip hop push the culture forward and how it's either a reflection of black and brown people collectively or it's a history book of where we come from. And because of that, rappers are often thought leaders, which is why we expect Kanye West to give us his political views. And when he say shit like slavery was a choice, we put so much value on it because rappers are what's pushing the culture. They're the thought leaders. So I got a research paper I'm doing on that as well. But I'm really focused on running it up, bro. I'm really focused on running it up. I had a goal to write 120,000 in grants, to win 120,000 in grants this year. We've written 125 already, and it's just quarter one. And I want to run it up so that I can teach. I realized just 2 days ago, a really big part of my why, and which is why I'm doing this podcast and why I'm creating this content, because a really big part of my why is that I want to be able to teach people. I want to make it and reach success in this small town where they say you can't do it, so I can turn around and say, I did it and I know the way. This is what you got to do. So that we can all come up, bro. So yeah, that's what's next for me, bro. Figuring out how I can continue to get a value to the community and teach people and get that game away. I know I got to be successful. Niggas, especially niggas, man. Niggas hop on the yacht, not the boat. So I got to keep building the yacht.
Yeah.
I got to get the
the way that sounded right there.
I got to get the money. You got to build the yacht. Yeah, so but I'm going to keep I respect niggas who build boats, bro. Y'all niggas who build boats and y'all build boats and y'all turn them into yachts, man. And then the community jump on the yacht and they act like, they was always members of the boat. But, salute to the niggas building boats so that we can wait for them to become yachts and hop on the yacht, man. But yeah, that's what's next for me. I'm really wanting to be able to help other organizations. Like y'all said, creating businesses. When y'all create businesses, I want to become the expert in fundraising. I want niggas to come to me like, bro, I need funds. I need some money. Where do I go or how do I go about getting the money that I need to do the project that I need? I want to be an expert at that shit. And in order for me to do that, I got to get a lot of it. Yeah. For sure, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You got a question for me, bro?
I say my question. So we stepping into mentorship.
For sure.
And for what advice you got for men like us that's coming into the community, looking into doing, mentorship?
What I'm learning from the young people, man, we was just outside. Shout out to Awakil, Waki. They call him Waki. That's my mentee. What I'm realizing is mentees often reach out to you. And I say that you're either young enough to be looking for a mentor, or you're old enough to be looking for a mentee, or you're right there in the middle to where you should be having both. And I feel like we in the middle. We should be having both. We should look for a mentor. We should look for somebody to show us the way and somebody that we can kind of glean success, because success is a formula to it. It's repeatable and they can show us the formula. But then and what I've realized is that when you reach out to somebody for mentorship, it's crazy how this shit worked. I reached out to Kenston Griffin, John Koppelmeyer, Freddie Morrison. I reached out to these different people for mentorship, and they was like, sure. You very rarely reach out to a person for mentorship and they tell you no. It's really just all about, okay, well, how often are you going to show up and show me that you really want mentorship? Not soon after that, I had people hit me up for mentee for me to mentor them. So once I put myself in a place to learn, and I've already heard y'all kind of talking about that, man. I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to get to a space to where I can soak up some game. That's the attitude you got to have. And in that mentee space, once you get a mentor, kind of teaching you, man. I just got off before I pulled up. I sent John Coppermeyer a long ass message about a project idea that I had, and I'm like, do you think this is feasible? What type of advice would you have? And I think it's no coincidence that my mentee calls me. So the more game we get, the more mentees will reach out to us. And the last thing I'll say, our young people, they're convinced by success. And we can say we hate it as much as we want to, but the truth is they convinced by people who've made it. Yeah. And you got to show them that you got a formula for making it. I was at Third Creek and I was trying to mentor these kids, man. I was really trying, bro. Like, I'm trying everything. And I really wasn't getting through to them. So much to the point where I started to get discouraged because I'm like, man, I'm a great mentor. I usually can reach the kids. I usually grow a good rapport with the kids. But they ain't had shit for Mr. Carr. Was even telling the school that they ain't really rock with me. And I'm like, y'all ain't got no black male teachers here. How you not rocking with the one who here? But then I was thought about, okay, when I was in middle school, what was I into? And I remember Kenston Griffin coming and doing a Dream Builders keynote speech and taking his Rolex off and handing it to somebody in the crowd and giving somebody a 20 in the crowd. I'm like, that had me glued.
Got your attention.
It got my attention, bro. So one day I walked in and it was 3 guys that I had already had my eyes on because I'm like, man, these guys really need mentorship. They talented. They low key running the school. They got people following them. So if they get on some good vibes and a whole bunch of other people get on good vibes, I pulled up. I had a slip. I had a deposit slip. We had just got $20,000 for a grant, and I had just deposited it. So the deposit slip was still in my folder. And I walked in, and I was tearing it with my ego because I'm like, this ain't really what you do. You don't be flashing money like this, But then I'm like, maybe this is what they need to see to know that you actually have something to offer them as far as manhood. So I was tearing with it, but I pulled them over to my desk, and I'm like, I want to show y'all something. And this is really just to show you that the things that I say is to create the habits in you to where you can achieve stuff like this. And then I showed it to him, and they was like, bro, that's 20. Bro, that's 20. And I'm like, that's like that nigga up. And I'm like, right. It look like and I will say from that point, bro,
you rich, Mr. Carr, rich. At that moment,
they done check my card and I check what car and I'm like, man, but I got their ears and I got their attention. So I will say, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to have to do that, but that is the way. What I'm learning to get the youth, man, you got to look like you're successful. You got to talk like you successful. You got to walk like you successful, and you got to have some type of proof to show them they looking for the proof. If you the type of nigga that ain't gonna wear the chain and ain't gonna put the Jordans on, the newest Jordans, if you're not gonna wear it that way, you got to drive it. If you're not gonna drive it, you gotta. They looking for proof that you worth following because they got a bunch of niggas they following on social media.
They for them checks. That's what they doing. I had some youngins outside Third Creek. I was chopping it up with them, and right when I showed them bros on Instagram, they was checked. I was like,
okay,
oh, they got up looking. I want to follow it. It's the follow.
So it's a pivot, bro. But I think, if we start young, we can do it. If we make that pivot, it's definitely was something different for me. Feeling like I had to show niggas my a check stub to be believable. Mm-hmm. But
you're saying you basically gotta either relate to what they going through or what they want to be.
Yeah, okay, for sure. And I can't relate to what they going through. Yeah, bro, damn, that's game. That's game for me. That's probably where that disconnect was coming, was because I was so hard on them. They could probably tell, nigga, you can't relate. You really can't relate to not having both parents in the house. You speaking from a place of privilege because you have both parents in your house. That's, you don't even know what I'm dealing with type shit. And that's why they like, yeah, you can't show me nothing. So yeah, I appreciate that. That lets me know that I got to think about where they coming from and what they dealing with every single day. And that's game for everybody, man. Think about what them kids is dealing with every single day before you go to start putting expectations and standards on them. For sure, man. That was great, man. That was great. All right, guys, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all. One more time for GSM. Shout out Will, Marion, and Jarod Gill. Again, man, we just shout out ICTV as well. Shout out ICTV, bro. Let us pull up, shoot some content. I pulled up over here. I seen the homies. I'm like, man, need some stand-up guys. I got to get them in here, have a conversation. We ain't gonna waste no time. Get some great content. So I appreciate y'all kicking it with me, man. For real, for real.
For sure.
No, man.